morning, everyone. Madam Secretary, Dr. Choi, nice to see you again. The KARMA leadership, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ramathan. Everyone calls me Rama. It's easier, it's shorter. So I'm here, of course, representing AGS Records Management. We are trading as eManage Africa. A brief history is that we were formed in 2006, actually as a woman-owned business. And then later in 2018, we partnered with AGS. So in a nutshell, simply now we can say I'm still counting the number of private companies who are present in all 54 countries, but I can say AGS is top there. So that means we are running Africa, running this conversation, digitizing records. As you can see, our core businesses revolve around audit and consulting, physical archives, digitization and digital solutions. So digitization and digital solutions come hand in hand, but the difference is that when we're going to digital solutions is where now we're offering the EDMS and the solutions now to reduce paperwork in your offices. Just to go next. So yeah, I'll focus on the two areas here because you can see AGS is quite wide. We are part of another larger group called Mobilitas. Our main business revolves around mobility and removals. And then now we have digital and physical management and heritage imaging preservation. So other than digitizing records and giving solutions to your paperwork and creation of documents and all that, we consider the fact that there's a gap where we have historical information. Some of your offices have delicate documents that were developed in the earlier years, the company drawings. You might have old pictures. We are going to the extent of even digitizing buildings, digitizing monuments. So that's where we are, just to give an end-to-end solution for digitization. So in regards to today, we're in this era where data is basically making all the decisions that we have to make. And at eManage Africa, you can see there, the core services being physical archiving. So physical archiving, and I'll echo what the chairman has said, we have to first rectify the mess that we have in terms of physical records. We have to come and clean up that before we start thinking of digital. The garbage in, garbage out is very important. Digitization, I like to say, is not a cheap project to go into. Sometimes it's quite expensive. So you want to have a clean structure before you start embracing digitization as an institution or as an individual. So in Kenya, as you can see, we have all these warehouses. These warehouses, I was trying to count the other day, I think we have about 1 billion documents with us. And these are cutting across government, banks, insurance, all in line of their retention policies, because ideally you're supposed to keep the paper. But now, the challenge we are having now is, apart from having these record centers, we are, in the next year, we want to establish a digitization center where we'll be able to convert these documents, and just not scanning. While we are scanning, we are also extracting information. This information is being trickled down to make a lot of decisions. I was working with one bank the other day, an international bank, and they had branches all over. And I was telling my friend from KA, we reduced the bank's footprint in Kenya because they realized some branches are inactive, some products are not making sense. They even went to the extent of sending people to work from home because they realized, based on the information we digitized, they can make decisions and say, your department you can work hybrid, you can be only coming to the office twice in a week. And then they went thereafter and also just shrunk into one building where they only have 2 offices. And that's just from digitizing. You can imagine, from having their records and all the decisions they were able to make to improve their products and services. So I'd be happy to see government officials working from home in the future, just to also have good productivity. I think we've already established that these people who are working there are actually doing a good job, and they work minimal hours, and we can see the output. So, I mean, that's what we do in a nutshell. Because of the time, 5 minutes. I'd like to say before I end, I'm seated there with my colleague Agnes. Anyone who wants a discussion, we are giving free need analysis reviews, because the first conversation we usually have will determine the next steps on whether we are actually archiving or disposing, and then now we can stop digitization. So thank you for your time. That's all from me.